Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. on the Range Broadcasting Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes Show.
I'm trying to formulate my mind right now. If you live in a major city, brace yourselves, because the verdict should be being read right about now. That's what they said. So Dave has another screen open and he's waiting. So anytime or anything when he sees the foreman stands up and he sees the letter or the piece of paper being put in their hands, he's going to cut it and he's going to go right over. Why not? It's the biggest thing on TV and in news right now since they blew it up. We're going to all look at this together. I keep saying, my mama was like, well, it's pretty much, Mom. If they live in a major city, I hope y'all prepared yourselves. Regardless of how the verdict goes, I hope you learn your lesson on what to look for unrest. And now that you got both of the race baiters up there right now, and Al Sharpton, is Maxine still there? I hope not, because she need. Okay, now we know that yesterday that Al Sharpton boarded a private jet to get up there to stir the pot. And now that was a quick verdict. Anybody that's ever been in court or anything or know anything, not something that you saw on TV, that you know you've been to court or your family member and you sat out there while the verdict was read, you know it's gonna anything this short usually ain't a good sign, especially when I'm reading y'all because I haven't been followed. So I guess we're gonna find out together that because the closing arguments was yesterday. And now I'm reading that they did not watch the videos, blah, blah, blah. Brace yourselves. Hey, Darnika, go ahead, get it started. I'm sitting here how to formulate, how to tell y'all how to protect yourselves, but y'all grown. Respect yourself. Y'all should have been left alone. I mean, you ain't got no families. They live in the country to try to protect you. That's two-way peeps, because right now, if you own a business that's in the heart of the hood, I mean, of the major city, get ready for your be burned to the ground tonight. I'm being honest. We've seen it. We know what's going to happen. Like what did the CNN people say? They made it. They made and created this mess. They pumped it up. They did all this. They incited this. They did all that. They need to be held accountable. So if you live in a major city or your loved one is in a major city right now, I'm telling you this. If you got a loved one at work and they ain't left or on the way home, you might want to call them and tell them to hit the road, Jack. Get home, at least in the way to home, because I can guarantee you right now, if it don't go the way they want, it's going to be some people, white people, that's snatched out of their cars tonight. Crazy shit. What else you want me to say it? You want me to put blinders on and pretend like this ain't happening? So be careful out there. They out for blood. These evil people are out for blood. I'm calling them evil because that ain't got to do with you. So why you out there? You need a flat screen TV. So they on?
I've seen a judge.
All right, the judges came to the bench. Put me split screen, please.
Oh, you want to split it?
Yeah, we ain't gonna split the whole thing. We gonna actually have the whole thing up there. But the judge has just came to the bench. So he's getting ready. I can tell you, he's going to call the bailiff, and then the bailiff is going to escort the jury in, and the jury is going to sit there, and they're going to look straight ahead. They're not going to look at the prosecutor or the defense, and then you're going to see the bailiff actually walk across and give a piece of paper to the foreman. So we are all going to watch this. Like I said, once that paper walks across that courtroom and it is placed in the foreman's hand, my face is going to get off the screen and all eyes is going to be listening to whatever that's about to happen. So, Dave, split screen. Hey, Christina, what's going on? See, hey, Lori, let's be frank. Hey, Frank. I do shout people out when I see What's up, right? Okay, we all finna watch this together. I want to know what's gonna happen. Just pray for the people that ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, that's the judge that got mad at. Give me some volume. I'm not gonna overtalk them though. All right, y'all. Let's do this.
Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th
Cut me
Judicial
off.
District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court File Number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, Juror Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by Jury Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury Foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Juror number 2, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 19, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 27, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 79, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 89, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 91, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 92, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Are these your verdicts, so say you one, so say you all?
Yes.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I will join you.
I'm just looking at everybody. Guilty, guilty, and guilty. I see appeal out there. I see all that. Let me brace y'all for 1 minute, okay? I want people to listen to me and listen to me well. You ain't got shit to do with this. I understand that you might be emotional right now. I'm cool with that. I would never tell you to squash your emotion, but I'm telling you that you don't belong in the street. You don't belong tearing up anybody's stuff. You don't belong in any of that. He has an appeal. He can appeal. Good luck in his future and everything. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I'm just gonna sit right behind this camera. I'm gonna continue to live my life and keep on going. But if you live in a major city, good luck. Keep an eye out on yourselves, because they're gonna be partying anyway. They still gonna tab stuff, but I'm not gonna be braggadocious about it. I'm not gonna even talk about it. So I'm not gonna start anything new that I haven't been doing already. So I haven't been consumed with this case. I didn't even look at any of the evidence. I don't, after last year, and I saw what happened in the street, I didn't invest in it. I didn't invest any emotions in this case whatsoever. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing. I feel bad for the people that had to suffer from the destructions of their neighborhoods. I feel bad, okay? I feel bad that, I just feel bad all the way around, regardless of what's going to happen. I just feel bad. And you know what? Chauvin, y'all tried to break it down to me last night. Derek, to use your appeals, sir. That's pretty much, that's all I can say. And the end. Okay then, I ain't invested in this case like y'all did. I ain't even put this case on my page, so don't ask me to delve any deeper. Do I think it's wrong for people to go out there and destroy other people's shit? Yes, I do. Do I feel like it's wrong to attack someone that ain't have nothing to do with this case? Yes, I do. Do I feel like it's wrong that, yeah, I do. Get the hell out the major cities then. Now you figure out why most people, when they leave for good. So if you don't know what's about to happen, even if they celebrating, somebody right now shooting up in the air, I guarantee you, somewhere in a major city, somebody is shooting up in the air. So if you asking me to get deeper in this, not gonna happen. If you asking me to say anything else about this case, it's really not gonna. I didn't invest my life in that like y'all did. So I know the type of division that people want to cause in these type of situations. I'm not using my platform for it. I'm not going to use my page for it. Period. So, guilty, and guilty. And no offense, if you listen to those juries, when they did nobody persuade them to do anything. They was like, yeah, I did it. Guilty. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I decided that. Yeah, unanimous. Shit. There's a difference. You can't say it was an all black jury. You can't say it was all white jury. You can't say it was just whites and blacks on there. It was a racial mixture of stuff. So, like I said, unless you were sitting on that jury and you heard what they heard or didn't hear what they heard and you thought, something else should have been added. See, that's the difference between you didn't go to law school and other people did. So, I don't watch CSI. I never have. I just don't do it. So the end until he gets up there and get the appeals. Damn, dude. Like I said, the look on his face that day, it's I just couldn't no more. So and then it's turned. I was very angry just to sit 9 minutes. I don't care what. I got really angry and then I got very distraught after all the destruction. And I said, you know what? I will no longer post anything about any of this ever again. So today was the first time since all this happened, since the second day of those riots, that I posted anything or really even talked about it. So after today, unless it pops back up in the news that he is going under appeal, that is how I'm going to run my show. I am not taking something that caused this much division, and it's not going to be placed on my platform. So if you hate the man, get over your damn self. If you love the man, get over your damn self. How about loving yourself first and stop putting people up on pedestals? If that's your brother, I'm sorry. If that was your uncle, daddy or something, you just feel like it was just a wrong verdict, I'm so sorry, okay? I really am. But the jury has announced a verdict. Now you take to the next step, and I think it's sentencing phase, and then you start the process of an appeal. So I don't care what nobody say. I still remember the look on that guy's eyes when he looked up at the camera. I said, damn, he cold-hearted. Okay, then. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's give our shout-outs. Hey, Darnika, I agree. I don't even go down that rabbit hole. I refuse to fall into the division trap. Situation stuck the situation sucks all the way around. I'm not jumping on that damn bandwagon. That's what too many people do. They get on social media and they jump on something. They jump on stuff like this. And I'm not finna cause that type of division on my page. And I'm not finna allow somebody, y'all, to get on my page and start having a tit for tat against black and white. Okay? I'm sorry. Ebony, y'all take that somewhere else, not on my page. So if you discussed it, good. But if you start arguing on my page, because it's going to get racist and it's going to get racial, and somebody's going to get out there and say some foul on my page, and you're going to cause an uproar, and I'm not going to have it. My platform and my pages aren't meant for that, and my life ain't meant for that. Because then I'm not finna pick and choose on what color skin I'm supposed to love because you and your feelings. Just have to say. Hey, Sabrina, what is going on out there? Hey, Derek, I'm done. I'm over it. All this. I've been over it. I was over it when that black guy, the old security, the sheriff or whoever, the police guy that was shot on the sidewalk, and they just sat there and filmed it. I am over the destruction upon somebody's neighborhood or somebody's business. I am over this racial divide in America. If that's the only damn thing that you came to my page for is to see me attack anybody because of the color of their skin, get the hell off my page, because that's not me. Something that Jan just called me. Her name is Betsy Ross on Facebook. She said, you be around someone long enough, sooner or later, the real person and the hatred that they have for someone else is going to come out of them. Then you're going to see their true colors. Well, I've been on Facebook for 12 damn years. And if I ain't showed my true colors, or it's supposed to be somebody that just love or racism all the damn time, don't come on my page starting this crap today. I'm not going to have it. I can give damn what happened in your neighborhood. Keep that crap away from me and mine. This is how I feel. I'm done with all this stuff. I'm not like Tom McDonald. They setting up a civil war. And I'm not finna sit here and take this stance. I'm standing on, I can't stand anybody that judge someone by the color of their skin. That's how I feel. I can't stand anyone that destroys somebody else's future, life, or liberty, or the pursuit of damn happiness. I can't stand anybody. I don't care if you red, yellow, black, and white. On my page, I will cut you off my page. So when the guy came last week, I already knew what that damn conversation was going to lead when he shouted white power on my page. You come here and you start shouting white power. And then all of a sudden, the post further down, he want to say something about when blacks and white and they mix, we don't have a pure white race. Block. Bro, I already fell in that. Don't come to my page doing that, okay? If somebody loves someone that's a different skin type because of that, you sound like an Aryan brotherhood. I'm just being honest. When you saying this damn pure race bullshit, don't come on my page doing it. And then somebody came and said, well, I don't know why she blocked him. I'm going to block you too. Because if you feel like he feel, you don't need to be even on my page at all. If you believe in a pure race and not the human race, I don't want you on my pages. If you come in here to try to start an argument with a white person and you black, or if you're a white person trying to start something with a black person on my page because I have everyone from every race looking at me, I'm going to kick your ass off. I'm done. You go to CNN, you go to I'm giving myself hot flash. You go to Fox News, you go to any mainstream media. If you want your fancy tickled and you want to be outraged so you could go get a whole flat screen television, go ahead and go watch them because they good at stirring up civil wars and they good at this race baiting bull crap. So I'm not finna have it on my pages ever again. I'm done. My name is not Kool-Aid Lemon. I ain't engaged to a white man and bashing him over his head because I need some damn ratings. I married my husband because I was in love with him, not the color of his damn skin. So if you come in here and you thinking that's about to happen, that I'm finna pick a side or pick a skin tone, I'm gonna need for you to leave right now. Moderators, anyone out there, you see it, call them out for what they are. Because I'm not gonna deal with it. You don't like that verdict? Tough titty. Hey, Kimberly. I can't. And this is what's about to happen tonight. I hope y'all know, I know that. Because I can tell you right now, somewhere on Facebook on one of y'all timelines, they hooping and hollering and partying in the street, and now they come to your page and trying to attack you. I'm sure somebody in your family is going to run up on your Facebook page and make some racial stupid remarks. Not here, not today, and not ever. So if you mad because Chauvin got guilty, that's on you, booze. I'm not. Because my ass wasn't in Minnesota. And I didn't watch and look at a camera for 9 minutes. I didn't do that. So that's not going to happen here. Tough titty. This is what consequences to actions. Well, yeah, Christian, I'm not getting into it with you. Bounce down. I'm willing to lose all. I'm willing to lose it all. Not to have a discussion with a racist ass person right now. I'm willing to let all this whole program go before anybody decide to think they finna get on here and try to attack me because I can give two shits. It's just the way it is. I just see one comment, so I'm praying and hoping that no one step out of pocket right about now. Because I'm going to look at my white husband. Then look at my black skin. Then I'm going to look at your response. And I ain't going to ask God to give me patience or to even hold my mule. I'm going to unleash on that one individual. Because we ain't finna have it here. So like I said, if you mad, go to one of your little racist ass friends and agree to disagree with them. But do not come anywhere near my platform trying to stir up division, hatred of any kind. So, But I just had to say it. Hey, Anita. I'm back on the giving the shout outs. Maybe we need to start this over. Hey, Anita, how you doing? From what I saw, he's rightfully should. There you go. I wasn't on the jury. I didn't even watch any of the trials. I have not paid attention to any of the evidence. No. I didn't. I told y'all way last year that it was enough for me. I don't know if y'all thought I was tripping or ha funny about this stuff. But after everything in the last 8 years of all the racial stuff, is the only way that you can get your voice heard is to, stir up all this division and hatred. Just like Chester, the Lion CNN guy said, they did that. They pushed that. They control that narrative, and now they got you all up in the streets. Because hate sells. But also, hate calls hurt, harm, and danger. It calls murder. It calls hating someone that you don't even damn know because somebody blew a dog whistle. We don't need that anymore. Because that is sure enough what would keep America divided. If you keep focusing on this right here and listening to what they got to say because they playing you. So I put it to you like this. If you're a racist, stay your ass in the house. Because everywhere you go, you're going to meet people that don't look like you. Everywhere you go, you're going to meet and be around people that don't even think like you. And guess what? One of these days, you actually going to meet an interracial couple. And it's going to be written all over your face exactly how you feel on the inside about what you're seeing right there in front of you. Tough titties. This ain't the 50s. It ain't the 40s. It ain't the 30s. It ain't the 18 damn hundreds. You can love who you want to love, no matter what color of the skin they are. So like I said, someone right now is on one of my pages being a stupid white man, white woman, or a stupid black man or a stupid black woman because they got the hate in their heart. Not us. But if you do have that hate in your heart, I don't want you on my show because sooner or later you're going to throw out that bad, negative energy, and it's gonna literally distract someone because of your negativity. So if you don't agree with what I have to say, tough titties, go to another platform. Please. But not mine. I know what I'm fighting for. It ain't trying to start a civil war. So I pray for the people that live in these major cities. I hope y'all get y'all shit together. I hope one day that you can get over whatever hate that you have in your heart and actually love people for themselves and not the situation because somebody told you you're mad. So, hey, Christy Maybear, this wasn't about race, but people always make it that way. That it sells, Christy. Racial division, it sells. Look at Black Lives Matter.
Segregation, this is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. When I was a child, the only race that...
Hey there, hey Chantilly. Hatred wastes too much energy and it's exhausting. It changed your metabolism. Seriously, I thought that was a myth. That when you have so much darkness and hatred inside of you, number one, it makes you grow old quick. It literally put those bags and all that stuff on. It changes who you are. Hatred does. Like she said, it's too damn exhausting. And half the time, they don't remember what the hell they did to you in the first place. That you just held there for 20 years for no reason. Hey, the daddy, race hustling is real. Al Sharpton is up there right now. Do we need to say anything else? Maxine Waters said what? I'm going to say it one more time. That right there, the judge already told his defense attorneys what they needed to do. What? So, yes, hate sells. Axe Al. Hey there. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? Scroll up and read my tweet from Tom McDonald today. You what? Nope. Guilty of murder. I'm looking for you, Christy. Tom McDonald tweeted, second time today. People like to say that no is the most powerful word in the English language. I'd like to try F off, retard. It's been most important phrase in my arsenal for 30 years. He said the R word, pretty much retarded. He said that creation, that is against community standards. Get it out the dictionary. Retardation. We're gonna read this and just see if it's still in the dictionary. If it is, we gonna read it. This is what the dictionary says. An act or process of delaying or impeding. A condition of being delayed or impeded. That's pretty much what it is. A noun, an act of retarding or state of being retarded. Something that is retarded, hindrance, usually offensive, slowness, a limitation of intelligence, understanding, and awareness, emotional development, and academic progress. True. That's why I love Bang his songs, because he actually put truth in them. Oh my God, yeah, he does. Hey, hip hop thinker, let's talk about what's happening in Ukraine. Go ahead and throw the articles up here. Let's flip the script. Let's do that. Actually, we're going to do that. Get that article, because in a minute we're going on break. I'm going to drink some water. We're not going to talk about Derek anymore, and it's going to keep going on with our lives. It's pretty much what all y'all going to do anyway. And tomorrow, some of y'all gonna be like, all right, fine, I don't care anymore. Next week, she's gonna be in the history books. A month from now, it's gonna be like the whole Breonna Taylor and Black Lives Matter. Her mama coming out saying, they're a scam. They're a scam. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Sandra, focus on the cross and not that storm. I ain't in no storm. Oh, she was talking about somebody else right now. Number one, I learned that from the parable. It's like, grab my hand, Peter. Grab my hand. He looked down at all the storms and the waves and the wind and everything else and took his eyes off Jesus, and he sunk to the bottom. Know what you're actually fighting for, and you won't be distracted by people like Derek. Whatever the last name is. Hey, Lori, one of my bestest friends is biracial and married to a white guy. The love between them is amazing. Girl, I'm black and married to a white guy. The struggle not to smack Dave half the day is amazing. So you know what? We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. What you smiling for? This is Lucretia Hughes with the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am making this to let y'all know the new merchandise is up on the store. We thank you so much for the support, supporting the small businesses of America. Go over there and check out our merchandise. And yes, it's all made in-house. And we do customize. So again, thank you so much for supporting us and gotten this far. Y'all go over and check out our new merchandise at our Facebook shop and also Etsy, Fallback USA. Y'all order it today.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a better way to watch the Lucretia Hughes Show? Well, OTTU Media and Fallback Productions are making that happen. No more missing your favorite show just because we've been suspended by Facebook, YouTube, or anyone else. You can go straight to the OTTU Media page, Amazon, Roku, and soon be able to get an app from Apple or at the Google Play Store. So get ready to ditch those sites that don't want us around in the first place, because OTTU Media is where you ought to be.
I can play it if you want me to play it. You want me to play it? Just in case y'all stressed out right now, y'all must keep forgetting what the day is. Chill out. Serious, I'm gonna need for y'all to mellow out on this one for a minute. I just want you to listen. You gonna stop watching TV because you got high. 420, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
I was gonna clean my room.
Turn the TV off.
Till I got high.
Ooh.
I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got
Go ahead and sweep around your own front porch.
my room is still messed up.
He don't know why. He was watching that verdict. Go get high. Go get high. Just go get high. Please. Go on and eat some Frosted Flakes or some hot flaming Cheetos. The hell wrong with y'all? It's like, it's 420. Figure out what the day mean. And the only reason why I said that, because Paul Wall, because he sent me this article. No, it was, what? Hell yeah, bring me something strong after all that. Make it Kool-Aid in a cup with a very strong, clear white liquid behind it. This. Hey, everybody. I'm back in God Family Country. The reason why I played that, because, yeah, it is 420, but... Y'all ready for this? The reason why it has not been widespread across the nation and you see all these other different states, this is for anybody that's in the cannabis business right now. Booyah! Y'all got your first step of actually getting bank cards. Way to go. Whoever invested in cannabis, and growing hemp and the rest of this stuff, y'all got your first victory at the federal level. Ching ching. Okay. House passes cannabis banking bill with bipartisan support. Because they got high. You know, they got they got that gush green stuff. They the Congress. Now you know that they know they know somebody on K Street that got the hook up with that greasy green. I'm just saying, because you know, in Washington D.C. it's legal with a medical card. And if they know you, yeah, let's read this. Okay, then. And then I'm going to give a shout outs because it was Paul Wall. He said, here, get high, Creesh. He said the House passes bipartisan legislation that gives the cannabis industry access to the banking services, because one of the stipulations, if you started growing cannabis or if you was one of those people that started growing marijuana, you know, for recreational use, is that you couldn't get life insurance, business insurance. They was giving you the go around with the banking system. It's because it's still it's like a class 1 something drug. Well, 20, it's what, 4/20/2021. Lawmakers voted 321 to 101 on Monday in favor of the so-called Safe Banking Act. The legislation protects banks and other financial institutions while they're getting high in the boardroom to serve state legal marijuana businesses without fear of the federal punishment. All right, people in Georgia, because I already heard who got the very first license. I know the person personally. Well, I know of them and stuff. He used to be a sitting really high-ranking person in the Republican Party. I'm winking that eye. You know, I'm winking that eye. I'm winking that eye. They already gave him a license to start growing medical marijuana in the state of Georgia. He's a very high-ranking farmer, sitting person in the GOP. So they are really looking at laxing the laws. And if you really look at Fulton County and certain other places, as long as you don't have over an ounce, just stay ass home. So yeah, there we go. Hey Robert, what's going on? Who birthday is it? Happy birthday. Who 50th birthday is it? Hey Jerry, not you. It's like, Chris, it ain't mine. Hey, Linda, happy 50. Girl, you know you ain't got no sweat whatsoever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Linda. 50 years young today. Happy birthday to you. Girl, cause she got high, because she got high, because she got high. Boop. Way to go. Boy, your mama and them knew what the day was gonna be. Hey Bobby, what's going on out there? Hey David, damn, it's 4:20 and I snuck in the hospital. Oh, you stuck in the hospital. Go to the bathroom and just don't do it. Hey Sabrina, happy birthday, Miss Linda. Again, welcome back. Hey Valerie, what is going on? Thank you for that icebreaker. Paul Wall. Hey David, I'm damn sure high up there in Washington. You sure got that right. I'm telling you, I checked it out before I went. I'm gonna go back over here. While illegal aliens in New Jersey are going on hunger strike for more money from the government, like New York is giving $15,000 to illegals. Let them starve. Rated M for mature. You won't give the citizens $15,000, but you're going to give illegal aliens $15,000. So now that the other illegal aliens has decided that the state of New York is giving their illegals $15,000, you know, because us Americans, y'all only got like 14. Okay, but they giving them $15,000, and now it looked like in New Jersey, all those illegal aliens have found out that there's a union forming with the illegal aliens where they can make demands and get $15,000 in cash just for invasions. Who gonna pay for that? I thought y'all was broke in New Jersey. Well, that's what your compster said, but where y'all gonna get that extra $15,000 for Guadalupe and his fam when they could barely take care of Lisa and hers? I'm asking. I'm sure there's somebody named Lisa in New Jersey. Hey there. Hey, so you know who it is? I'm not gonna say that name. It's another one. It's another one. That one used to be the Christian. Why you whispering? Cause Patty got it. Patty Cox kind of know of one of the people that I'm talking about who had the very first license to sell marijuana without getting in trouble. But this guy, he used to be really high up in the Republican Party of Georgia. There's no one down here in Georgia that is legally able to grow marijuana but this one guy. But I know you right on the other guy, but he don't live in my state. This one, because the state of Georgia ain't that lax the way everybody else's states are. So I wish y'all get off their nutsacks and give them some time. But see, Georgia ain't like that. So when this first farmer sitting, big high powerful person used to be in the Republican Party of Georgia, I'm not gonna say his name because he said y'all got a lot of land. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. He's like, yeah, I got the first one, Christian. Well, I ain't gonna never tell people who you are, sir, until it actually hits the news. But if you need a couple acres, right over there. Hey there, I'm honestly pissed. What? I'm honestly pissed about that because they say my results rendered me disabled, and I've been fighting for 5 years now, and they say illegals get it by not speaking English. You don't speak no English either. Fake it till you make it. I'm sure you can find somebody that speaks a foreign language. Just tell them to start giving you like conversations to talk about. But I feel you what you're talking about. $15,000. That's not for a family, y'all. It's the $15,000 per illegal alien that comes in your state. Yeah, a lot of states are literally paying these people, except Iowa. Iowa said we ain't taking that mess. That's your fault, Joe Biden. But yeah, and they literally deliberated almost 6 months just to give y'all $1,400. Now you see why I gripe about this disability, Social Security, and all this. Y'all got to go get lawyers. Some people fight for disability for 5-10 years. I mean, they got to pay you back for all that time, accumulated. But still, these people right here, we just gonna stop eating. We gonna go on tamale strikes. And you want us to give into your demands when we don't even give into the demands of our own constituents. So we supposed to give you an extra, what is it, $13,600, and we only gave them $1,400. Yeah, that don't sound right. I'm sorry you got to go through that. I'm sorry you got to get a lawyer, but just because you disabled. That's sad. I'm so sorry you have to go through that. You shouldn't have to go through that. Hey, Linda, how you doing out there? Our country is screwed. Yes, Lisa. I'm co-signing with that. Let's walk that back a little bit. Our country ain't screwed. The people that's in these positions are screwing us. Let's say that one more time. Because we as citizens make the country. And there's a lot of citizens that are standing up right now on both sides, believe it or not, regardless. But there's a people on both sides of the aisle that ain't putting up with this propaganda and gaslighting anymore. So that's why they having buyer's remorse. So yeah, they screwed up us. But the citizens, we are the country. We the people. That is what we voted into to represent us, as we thought they was going to do right by what we wanted. But as we see, when we vote for these people, they don't listen to us once they got the power. So our country ain't screwed because you won't drop that line. Jacqueline ain't gonna drop that line. I'm not gonna drop that line. So we, the citizens, the grassroots, why you think I'm always hitting home grassroots? The patriots, the mothers, the fathers, the blacks, the whites, the gays. We make this country. Not 535 people at the Capitol up there, and not whoever sitting in your capital, in your state, or even on your commissioner or city council. They don't make this nation. We do. So that's why when all these end of time things come, that's why you always see the elected officials running for their damn lives, because they've already compromised yours. So, that's why I take, Hunger Games. I take Divergent serious. I take also, 2012. I take all these movies serious because that's what they seem like they're trying to force us in. Like foreshadowing. These movies have been foreshadowing what they've been doing behind the scene. So when people say our nation is screwed, only if we allow it. Only if we don't get to these mass meetings. Only if we don't pay attention. Only if we give up. If we give up, then I could actually say, yeah, we screwed. But as long as I know there's people out there like Mac, you, Lisa, Mayberry, Jacqueline, myself, my husband, and my mother, and them, that is citizens that makes this country beat, then we haven't failed. We still are that beacon of hope. Because no offense, people, when they look at us, they ain't looking at Joe, they looking at you, Lisa. Jacqueline, people are looking at you. Mayberry, they looking at you. They looking at me as a citizen. That is why you don't see elected officials coming on this page trying to join in onto our conversations, because they can't relate to us. That's why you see people come to this page and they fall to the wayside, because they can't relate to what we do, because we are that echo chamber and we are the guardians of our nation. We're the guardian of this Constitution. We are the guardian of our children. So when you think hope is gone, walk in that room. If you got a grandson or a granddaughter or a son or daughter, just walk in that room when they're going to sleep at night. And all is quiet and it's peaceful, and you could just get on that door jamb and just look and be like, I created that. I promise for the rest of my life, I'm going to do everything to the best of my ability to make sure that you're going to be okay and raise you. You know how moms and stuff and dads used to, when that quiet time, and they just, that's the angelic side of them. And you making all the promises in your head, and you'll tiptoe over there and you'll rub them. You know, that fake, I'm checking your temperature, pushing your hair back, rubbing it down your side and reaching down and giving your kids a kiss. You do that because you know at that moment you would literally die for them. And that's what most parents and the people that's in this nation actually represent. We will die. We know what hill we're willing to die on. And that's what I appreciate. So when people say our nation is screwed, only if we keep allowing them to screw us over. That's why they hate us, because they can't control us. That's why they hate us, because we didn't mandated to obey them. That's why they hate us so much, and that's why they so fearful of us getting together. It ain't about a virus. It's about control. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Hey, Tammy. I read the Dems don't know whether illegals will be going. They don't know. They really don't know. Do you remember during the Barack Obama time, refugee resettlement? Anybody remember the refugee resettlement when they wasn't vetting these people? And they would just get them on put them on the plane, and then all of a sudden, a week later, y'all showing me videos at a Walmart in a parking lot, and there's like 4 buses, and they all just getting off, and they giving them gift cards, white envelopes, tell them to go on in there and buy everything they want, and then they disperse them. So what they do is they'll take them to a nonprofit organization like a church, because you get kickbacks. Oh, am I lying, though? So they'll take them to a nonprofit, a church, community center, something like that, where they know they can funnel that money in there, because they only had to keep tabs on them for the first 90 days. I'm just going to use an example. It's Carterville, Georgia. It's over there by on 285, that area over there. It's one of the most diverse, multicultural, illegal immigrant settlement in the state of Georgia, that Marietta and Stone Mountain. Why? Because it was mandated. They had to accept these people no matter what the constituents said. So in Carterville, they living in slums. So once they get here, they find them jobs. All these soup kitchens and you know the churches and the nonprofits, they find them jobs at Field Dale, you know, chicken poultry plants and all this different stuff, and they start busing them out into suburbia area, you know, Gainesville, Jefferson, everywhere where these chicken plants are. They start busing them out here in rural America. So, and you can't turn them down at that point. After 90 days, and when I found out how much money they was giving each and every last one, $35,000. You can't call me a liar on this one. When I ran for state rep, that was one of the things I ran against. You lost track of them. You flooded our little small communities with these people, not knowing what they're doing. And then I'm finding out that some of these schools in DeKalb County, Fulton County, all around there, they have literally 160 some odd languages. And all these kids are being stuck in the back of the classroom because none of the teachers know the language that they speak. So they basically sit them in the back of the classroom and just throw them through school, pretty much like they doing all your children. Nope, I didn't watch. You know, I don't have a television. I mean, I have TVs. I don't cut them on. I don't watch TV. Why you think I'm running out here now to do live stream? Because I only have Wi-Fi. Dave said, okay, fine, I'll get you 2 boosters. And it's pretty much what we waiting on Amazon so I can get my 2 Wi-Fi boosters. And maybe I will have a connection in my house, but I don't listen to the gobbledygook. I would rather decipher their words, read it word for word, and then we'll try to break it down in layman's terms or read between the lines. Hey, Judy, hope is never lost as long as we got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King. You don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody else. That song stuck in my head. Why you do that? Hey, Miss Judy, we have our Lord Jesus Christ in our hearts, so start voting these criminal politicians out of office. Hold the line. Hold the line. Get to these meetings, people. You start literally participating in your districts, in your county, in your state. Hit the road. Like literally boots on the ground. Get out there and start talking. Voice your concerns with your family. I don't care if they think you crazy or not. Start talking to them. Make them think for themselves. And then give them examples. Hey there. I have 2 TVs and I have not turned on, haven't turned them on in 2 years. I've been here for 3 years with Dave, before his grandma passed. So I've been here with Dave for 3 years now. I don't think we watched TV since Mary died. She was the only one. You remember I used to complain on the show that the only thing Mary would watch was Fox News? In the kitchen. Every morning, his grandmother, like clockwork, her cigarettes, her coffee, and Fox News. Now see where the reverse mortgage came from. You kept looking at them damn commercials. So yeah, and since she's passed away, I can't stand that noise. I really can't stand that noise. I remember when Annette was coming over here a lot, and her and Mike Farley was sitting downstairs, and somehow, some way, she picked up a local network. I think it was Fox 5 Atlanta, and they just kept regurgitating Warnock and Assoff through every commercial. It was like y'all was being bombarded with these commercials of Assoff and Warnock, and I'm sitting here like, please turn it off. And she was like, you know what I mean? I don't want TV on in my house, period. Turn that off. Was it unplugged? Who plugged the television back up? You wasting electricity. Oh, I snapped. And Mike was like, well, you might want to turn that off. Don't turn that on in my house. Now, if you want to watch a movie, you want to go watch Happy Feet, I'm good with that. But please don't bring that confusion in my house. That's why when most people walk in, be like, shh, other than the Hanks up in here, it's peaceful as the Dickens. Some people are going to get it. Some people won't. So, hey there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TVs. 5. None of them turn on. And then I heard from Walton County, when we had that big ass light bill, they said anything that has a light on and is reflecting in the middle of the night is draining your power and running up your light bill. And since y'all know I'm a tightwad on bills, you know I went and unplugged everything. Any eyes that was looking or blinking in the middle of the night, I walked around the house and snatched them all out the wall. And TV's not allowed to be cut on in my house. And even when the grandbabies come, they stay right out here with Nanny because they don't like it because I don't have Wi-Fi. What's your code? What's your Wi-Fi password? I need for you to go to that big ass building in the backyard if you want Wi-Fi. Hey there, amen. That's why I am going to fight for the people of California. It would be easier to turn tail and run. But what about the people who love California and can't run, and those who will not run, who refuse to give our state to the left, getting shot in the back at close range with a military assault rifle didn't get the best of me? What? Was you in the military, Miss Rowland? Let me, why? Wow, I'm sorry. I still have bullet fragments in my back, Miss Rowland. A few politicians don't have a prayer. I have God on my side, and since I don't have to take care of my brother after the 26th, I can get 100% active. That was a shock. You got shot in the back? With an assault. And you still out there on the forefront, and you're a minister. Ooh, your willpower and what God placed you through. They said if they couldn't kill you, you got something bigger. Your destiny is huge. Is this what you, Miss Rowland? And for that to happen to you, and you here, you made it. What you supposed to be doing? What's your calling? I stopped everything and now I'm focused on you. Now I know you ordered 6 masks from my mom, so that means you must be around a lot of people. Ma'am, what is your calling? I hope you're on that track, cause that was a wake up call. He was like, you ain't finished yet. Then get up and walk. That's like praise and worship service right there. You just gotta see, you can't, when you can't say nothing else, just raise your hands. That's what I'd have been. You just told me, and I'm like, wow. You went through all that. So you never know what someone going through. You never know what the next man has to endure in their life for you to have anything negative to say about them. Miss Rowland just walked through fire. I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. They both cap locking me. Miss Johnson walked through fire and was shot in the back. Honey, I want to just shake your hand. If I could give you a big hug and not squeeze you to death, you are a miracle. Your life ain't for naught. So if I'm gonna give you a little bit of encouragement, get in within yourself, center yourself, get in your space, and clear your mind and start talking to him and figure out what you're supposed to be doing, because he literally snatched you from the grave. Whew, that's I'm a testimony. The Lord has been good to me. Girl, you one day he set me. Girl, you're a testimony. Ooh, you got that whole song in my head right there. Pull that up. You might have to make that in rotation. It's called I'm a Testimony. Now, I don't care when you find it. We ain't going to break it till you get that song pulled up. She needs to just run around her house for a minute. Right now my heart is literally telling me somebody need to hear that song and start running. Confuse the enemy. Start shouting. Start praising for no apparent reason, and confuse everyone that think you're supposed to be walking around here with dirt on your face and you're supposed to be down. I don't know who going out there that needs to hear this, but it's called I'm a Testimony. You let me know which group, and I'll tell you if the song that I want to hear. Because that one day he set me free. Oh,
I'm not giving you a group.
go ahead. It's a gospel group, huh? You can't. It's just. Yep. Play it. Listen to this. Just listen to it. A little couple bars. I want to grab that tambourine. As I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I got a testimony. Go ahead, play it. Woo! Okay, stop. That's good. That's so funny. Look, I'm looking over my own life right now. Lord, you done brought tears to my eyes. Girl, yo, I got a testimony. The Lord has been good to me. One day, you got that whole song running through my head right now. You're gonna make me bust out in tears. My dang self just sitting here like, We've been through a lot, and we still here. You got shot in the back. You still here. Somebody been abused. They still here. Some people been raped. They been still here. Some people try to commit suicide, and they still here. You are a walking testimony. So pick your heads up. Get out there and try to make the best of your life, and do not waste a second chance, because they don't come by that often. And it's so bad that we got to walk through hell before we realize our testimony. So I don't know what somebody's going through right now. And I try not to judge unless you in the news or you talking about me. I just try to encourage people. But anyone that has been shot and still walking, praise him. Anyone that's literally thinking that they can't make it tomorrow, hold off on that thought that's in your head of committing suicide, and see if you're going to wake up by yourself. Give it a chance. These people that says that's just a figment of your imagination, how the hell do they know what you're going through? So if you can't depend on them without some negative condensation, then you know what? Talk to the man with the plan. And this time in our life and in this nation, we all got a testimony, because our nation ain't falling unless we fail. And I'm sorry, there's too many people walking around here that are living, walking testimonies for them to give up on life, to give up on their loved ones, to give up on their nation, or to give up, period. So anyone right now that's going through a hard time in life, that's going through trials and tribulations, and they think no one loves them, they think they have no family, they think they are by themselves, you not. And don't ever think you are. Don't ever get that deep in yourself to feel like you have lost it all and that you're a failure and that you're not loved, because that is the misconception and the lies that is fed by demons. Don't do it. If you need someone to talk to, and this ain't a PSA, it's just because I love you and something is telling me I need to say this. Sometimes talk to someone that you don't know, because they won't judge you. They don't know you to judge you. Sometimes talk to someone that you need to, but keeping it in and trying to deal with something by yourself, I'm sorry, we wasn't meant to be here alone. So on this note, y'all walk it out. Y'all give their praise and worship, and we'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. welcome back. Welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I am Lucretia Hughes. Y'all make sure y'all go over to our Etsy store. Y'all check out our new merchandise, and that will be great, great, great. But Paul Wall, of course, again, broke the ice. Yay! They finally telling the truth, y'all. This is a year later, but it came out today. Thank you so much, Paul Wall. This is from Gateway Pundit, which is not American. Second study, not one, but this is the second study. This time from the CDC website, confirms Stanford study on face mask being harmful, causes severe side effects. The end. Yeah, Dr. Fructose corn syrup is literally standing there with a stupid, just Chinese mask on his face. And I'm sitting here like, you know that ain't good breathing that carbon dioxide. Y'all know it ain't good breathing your own stinky breath. You know, that's why it's the wide blue yonder, so you can actually blow your stinky breath out there in the stratosphere. But no, you sucking it back in. There's a reason why you inhale, hold, take it all the way to the bottom of the middle of the bottom of your lungs, hold, exhale. You ain't supposed to keep it in your body. So this is what the CDC said. Y'all still okay? They flip flop on y'all so much. When y'all gonna make y'all mind up, stop obeying. Let's go. Y'all can send this. I'm gonna put this down here. So the next time you walk into a damn store or something, I'm gonna do this right now. Next time y'all walk into the store and say, "Get some mask." Well, no, Dr. Fructose corn syrup and the CDC say I ain't have to wear a mask anymore because side effects ain't good for my body. So since no one else really knows about this, Christian, you really just putting this article everywhere? Yeah, y'all need some proof. This from CDC. Here you go. Let's go on back to this. So in case somebody want to call you a liar, you know, because they jealous you read. It says more support for health concerns with wearing masks have been uncovered. Y'all didn't listen last year. Still walking around. Okay then. It says this report was published and presented at the CDC website in June 2020.
June 2020.
It's 420. 2021. See, he knew this last year. Okay, wait, let's do this then. It was last year on their website. Did they block that one out? Did nobody see that? They wanted you to make you feel better because they couldn't walk it back. Okay, it says what, sir?
They didn't cover it.
They didn't cover it. Yeah, they covered it. They covered it up. It says it was brought to our attention today. This was out in June of 2020 when they was MK mind altering y'all to obey. Been that neat. Required, mandated. No, I told y'all, no. This is one reason why. It says today that a report published by Hayride in March that is similar to our report from yesterday noted below. It says in March, the Hayride report reported on the results of another mass study posted on June the 10th, 2020. When they say they need another 2 weeks, they need another 6 months. They need a whole nother damn year. And they're still telling you you need 5 masks now. And these people walking around with 5 masks on. And y'all believe that. You can barely breathe through one. You gonna put multiple ones on? Okay, keep going, Christian. It says at the CDC website, the study confirms our reporting from yesterday that masks aren't just a nuisance, but can cause serious health problems. Suck it in. You might as well suck on the end of a car pipe, a tailpipe, if you just want to end it quicker. Christian, but they said that I had to do this. It's because I care. I don't. That's why I didn't. It's that simple. Keep going. It says the recent article was published by the CDC, and it states in black and white the side effects of wearing a mask related to masks trapping the carbon dioxide or CO2. The article states that the mask causes breathing resistance. That's why they call us breathers. I'm called a breathe. It's like breathing. Keep going. It says the article states that masks cause breathing resistance that could result in a reduction in the frequency and depth of breathing, known as hypoventilation. One more time, everybody out there. It calms your nerves too. Center yourself. Like square your shoulders. Inhale through your nose. Hold. Feel it working down, way down there. That's breathing. You took all those down there, all that used air, and you forced it out. It's breathing. As in little in an hour of wearing a mask, the article further went on to elaborate the side effects of increased CO2 concentration in a mask wearers that include headaches, stinky breath, nervous pressure inside the skull are increased. God, why am I having these migraines? Why my head hurting? You ain't breathing. It says nervous system changes. It says increased pain threshold, reduction of cognition. Let's look at Joe Biden. Okay. Altered judgment, decreased situational awareness. Yeah, because you can't really see. It says also difficult coordinating sensory and cognitive abilities and motor activities, decreased visual. It says a widespread activation of sympathetic nervous system and can oppose the direct effects of CO2 on the heart and blood vessels. Basically, you're going to die, you keep doing that. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Breathe, breathe. No restrictions, just air. Keep going. Increase breathing frequency. You ever just walk out of a store because they just here, you gotta have this, and you gotta go back there to get it. So when you first get out, you just rip that mask off and you just go. I do every damn time. Yeah, that one. Increase work up breathing. Try and just catch the breath. It says which results of breathing through a filtered medium, the mask. It says cardiovascular effects, diminished cardiovascular, and it says reduce of tolerance of lighter workloads. Basically, don't do it. Stop. Well, I keep showing you all these doctors from the CDC that's telling you, the iPad, masks really don't work. This little piece of fabric, it ain't really gonna do nothing. It's stopping, it ain't gonna stop a virus. But since we got everybody scared out their mind right now, it's just to make you feel better. But we just know it ain't gonna do nothing. But hey, if we wear it, it's just gonna make the whole universe just sing kumbaya. No, I'm breathing. I'm breathing, and I stopped breathing a long time ago. So I've done what God told me to do. I done multiplied, and I got a lot of fruit. That's pretty much it. I told y'all a long time ago, you're killing yourselves with that on there. And I told y'all what the CDC kept saying. Why y'all don't believe me? That just means y'all don't believe the CDC. Y'all only listening to Dr. Fructose corn syrup. Y'all need to stop that. So I sent you the article if you don't want to ever believe me again. Wearing those dumbass masks is going to kill you. It's going to have some adverse effects on you, and you think we kidding. And now you're figuring why most of us saying we don't want to die because you do. So we don't care about you enough to wear a mask around you. And if you're that fearful, leave. I miss teeth. Hey, show Will Kenneth. What? Less oxygen in your blood will make you pass out. Yeah. So, when all these kids are like, I'm going to hold my breath, and I'm just going to, do it then, little Billy. Go ahead. I'm going to count. You ready? Start. You going to hold your breath? Okay. I done baked the cake. Oh, you on the floor? Because you're going to pass out, and then guess what? You're going to automatically start breathing again. Go ahead. Hold my breath. Okay. You want something to eat? Okay, when you finally wake up from passing the hell out, because you ain't going to die. Just because you ain't gonna die by holding your breath, because sooner or later your body is gonna really collapse upon you, and then it's gonna take on its natural ability and start breathing again, all on its own without your help. So throw a temper tantrum, pass out quicker, and give me a piece of mind so I can finish baking this cake. Okay, then you all right? And get your ass up. Don't do that again. You was that rough? You're gonna threaten me by holding your breath. Am I supposed to cry? That's why I look. Am I supposed to feel bad? You're gonna try to hold me hostage because I refuse to get you a toy. So you're gonna sit here and have a fit at home? Oh, okay then. So you're gonna hold your breath? You are? Who gonna win this fight? Me? You woke now? What happened? Oh, you passed out. That's the natural reaction of the body not getting the air that it needs. And then once you passed out, the your body just automatically start, subconsciously breathing on its own. You can't kill yourself by holding your breath. Just anybody out there that ever want to have a temper tantrum and threaten somebody that I'm going to hold my breath. We all waiting. Because when you hit that flow and you bust your head wide open, guess what's going to happen? Your lungs are going to start breathing on their own because that's something you don't control in the first place. I'm going to hold my breath. All right. What happened over the weekend? They was good kids when they woke up. Hey, Ann, how you doing out there? Hey, Amanda. Chris, you real rough grandma. They're going to be tough. I'm getting headaches. I have 4 cavities. My whole body aches. No, take it off, Miss Nancy. Take that off. Sheeple. Well, dang, daily. She bringing y'all daily sanctity, not insanity. She's bringing y'all daily sanctity in 2020, because that was when that article was wrote. But I told you way back then, after they shut down the economy, crashed our economy, made people lose their jobs, made people kill themselves. I don't know how you make somebody kill themselves, but people kill themselves afterward, and then they still perpetrating this lie. So they can't go back and say, "Oh, our bad." Yeah, our bad. We know we did all this for power and money and the whole nine like that. And we sorry that we caused a lot of heartache and pain and a lot of deaths and stuff. We really, really sorry. Well, if they came out and tried to say that, I wouldn't forgive them then either. This is just 2020 part duh. This was duh. It's like duh. Breathe air. That's the reason why there's more air and water than there are people. Hey, Camo Billy. What's up, Billy Camo? Why y'all do that to me? I've already had a scare of low oxygen levels when my wife, last year she died. Oh, no, don't say that. Oh, is she okay now? I'm so sorry. Your wife died on the table twice, Lesh? Is she okay? You better not ever leave her. This whole show coming after you, Billy Camo. You better use that camo and go and live off the grid. You better not leave that woman ever. Look at me looking at you. You see this, Billy? And it better not be for no baby. This whole show gonna break, and we just gonna look for Billy, and we all gonna be standing outside your house in camo. No, we ain't, but you a jerk if you did. Okay then. I don't get the flu shot. Why should I get the COVID-19? Exactly, Mike. You getting it now? Because it came out last month and said, hey, there's a new variant. So technically, kind of, sort of, maybe not really ain't gonna be effective as we thought it was. So guess what? Every year we're gonna have to come out with a new thing. So it's basically like the flu. So basically you doing this like you do the regular flu. It's pretty much what it is, because right now you give people the flu shot every dang old year, and every year you're saying you got to have another new variant of the flu shot. So basically, if you look at what's going on around the world, when they keep saying there's a new variant over here, there's a new variant over there, and now in the United States they mimicking the same thing. There's a whole new variant. So pretty much it's the flu. Just to say what it is and stop fiddle-faddling with people. Let these grown folks make up their own mind. But sitting here lying and blowing it out of proportion, I don't know if this is a part of Agenda 21 or Agenda 30, but they need to slow their damn roll. Because until you can come up with some correct science, I ain't believing the science on this. I am not taking my cues from Dr. Fructose corn syrup. I've been calling him this since he started talking. When did I start calling Dr. Fructose corn syrup Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fructose corn syrup? Before the scamdemic? Dude, it just stuck with me. He looked like a weasel. I would not trust him as far as I could throw Dr. Fructose corn syrup. So when I started seeing these pictures of him in this big old room with the Rockefellers, the 13 families, who was that her name? Barbara Walters, the media, the politicians, all that. And I saw him and Bill Gates and Bill Gates' daddy and George Soros and all of them just standing around this room. All the hair in the back of my neck stood up. Because I'm sitting here like, why is he in the room with them? And when was this picture taken? What does he have to do with the 13 families? And then you have B-Dub. Brenda came on here and said, Lucretia, you don't know who that is? No, I ain't never heard of Fauci. And I have never heard of this guy before. She said, yeah, he was the doctor over the HIV. in the 80s. That was him. That's the guy. He's the same guy. And then when the stuff started coming out about hydrochloroquine, and he was like, no, we don't want that. That's not going to help. And that's when B-Dub came back and said he's the same doctor that refused to give those other patients with HIV the medicine that they need that could have prolonged their life. He's a quack. He was like, Lucretia, start looking at this man. Before you start really reporting on him and what he is saying, this was B-Dub. I didn't even know anything about him. So that's why I really started playing on the president every day. That's why I started playing Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup, Dr. Scarf. I don't respect him. I don't even call him by their real name. Reason why I know her, because she wore a scarf for every day of the week. It's like the woman had a Rolodex of scarf makers for some reason. So when they started flip-flopping and lying to y'all and pushing it back, I started doing my research that y'all started sending me and all this stuff, and then I saw that one damn picture. And then y'all started telling me he studied in eugenics. Well, I know what eugenics is. And y'all said, well, you need to pay attention to him and Bill Gates. Here's a picture creation. They both walking in the airport, just him hauling it up. And then all of a sudden, y'all started sending me research on Wuhan, the lab over there. And y'all showed me a picture. And I was like, where y'all get this picture from? It was Obama, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup standing behind him, and he's standing right there with some Asian chick that's looking like she's looking in a telescope. And I'm sitting here like, why is he over there in the lab, and what he got to do with all this? And then that's when y'all came back and said, Lucretia, did you not know the Obama administration gave them a bunch of millions of dollars, and it started not adding up anymore. And then it started coming out, you need a vaccine. Everybody need to get a vaccine. Vaccine. Almost close to 8 billion people need to get vaccines. And it just like didn't make any sense to me. And it didn't start making any sense at all. So I said, ain't nobody got time for that.
I want a new drug. One that won't make me sick.
Ask Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup.
Make me feel free.
I don't want no new drugs. I ain't trying to be experimented on. That's number one. And then who is this lady? I think her name is Jeanne. And yeah, she just have. I think this morning her picture said 803. 803 sets of photos on her page that's showing the side effects of all these getting jabbed. And it's like bumps and purple dots and spots, and it's just traveling all. And then one of them, it was this black woman, and her whole side of her face was swole up. And then the next scene, it was this white woman, and she's just shaking and everything. And then it cut to another scene, and the woman was like, I'm a nurse, and this is what happened to me. And then it cut to, I'm sitting here like, y'all still letting these people jab y'all? All these people out there in society that is showing y'all these purple splotches, all these blood clots, all these rare conditions they're getting, people getting sterile, that should have scared you. Do you not know this stuff is making people sterile now? Sound too much like Tuskegee Air experiment. That's what it reminds me of. And then when they started, and this is it right here, I want y'all to listen to Obama. I'm finna read Obama. You ready for this? Daily Wire. Barack Obama calls for every single American to get vaccine, particularly black folk and brown folks. And if you see him, hell no. It says Barack Obama joined inside the NBA analyst Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal. And you think you think I'm gonna take my cues from two guys that play with balls? Urged Americans to get the COVID vaccine. You know what? I'm just going to use two more black men to tell these black people out here to go ahead and get their shots, because, they listen to the other black people. So we're going to get two well-known black people to tell these black people to go out there and get their shots. Yeah, I ain't listening to men that literally touches sweaty balls on a continual basis. So the answer is no. And especially when it's their own. It says, I appreciate you guys for doing it. Well, somebody need to appreciate them because I don't. It says, part of our goal here is to make sure everyone who's been going through so much in the COVID understand they need and the urgency of our communities to get vaccinated. What community? You ain't part of the black community, dude. Carisha, he's part black. His daddy was an African. Did his daddy come from Jefferson, Georgia, some damn well? And he got an ancestor that we need to know that was a slave. He can't get down with the browns or the damn blacks. This thing because he's our shade that he knows the struggle of the black man. You need to you ain't got a clue what it is to be black in America, bro. You ain't even, your daddy ain't from here. You are literally what we actually call an African American. Your daddy was an African. Your mama was a white chick from America. You are that definition. So when you're talking about, yeah, our communities, what community? You want to go to Nigeria or Kenya or wherever that side of the family from. So who you repping? Cause you ain't, Pookie and Ray Ray, number one, they know you ain't repping them. So who community? I just like, what? Cause you think you a shade tad like this, that you rep the black community. You have no damn clue what happens to the black community or ever happened to you read it somewhere. So me trying to compare Barack Hussein Obama to my sons, my dads, that ain't never gonna damn happen. He has no idea any of the struggles it means to be a black American. Stop, Barack. Only thing you do is change your dialect. Ain't nothing hoodish or woodish about you. Unless you came from Indonesia or the pineapple groves from Hawaii. But I don't think you know anything about Gainesville. I don't think you know anything about Bankhead. Hell, I don't think you know anything about Hotland, Tobe Hartwell, or any of these places. So what communities are you repping? I always wanted to ask these black men this. How you listening to him? How? He ain't got no clue or even understand anything you possibly ever went through in your life. But you allowing him to play. Stop, black men. I'm going to need for y'all to stop doing that. Let's keep going. It says, has been the case with much of the message of the Democrats when it comes to the vaccine distribution. Race was a talking point. We've been guinea pigs for so long to the powers that be. When are y'all pigs gonna wake up and let it be? I'm gonna say that one more time. The black community and even the brown, even the yellow Indians, if you want to call them that. Why? Why are you still going back to the same? Did you not learn in history? Did you even read history? I don't think so. But you want to keep regurgitating it. But you ain't got no idea. None. And then you still allowing they're going to use some figurehead within your community to say, yeah, I think that's a great ass idea. And no, it ain't.
They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Yes. Yeah. And George Bush, go back to the basement. I don't know why they bringing you out the mothballs. I don't know why George Bush Jr. has been on my timeline lately. He needs to go back to painting, okay? Go back painting. It's like he said, you know what? George Bush Jr. What y'all need? We need you to be the figurehead for the Republicans again. Can you kick off them, dust balls and everything else and come on out here and tell these Republicans they need to tidy up and get back in line and get the ship back in order. And literally.
Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
You can't bleep that a little bit.
Give a fuck about you.
It is not the 9 o'clock hour. It is not the 9 o'clock hour. It is so not the 9 o'clock hours.
You said George Bush.
Okay. I don't give. Okay, here we go. It says this is what Obama said to y'all. It says, I want to make sure that our communities, and particularly the African Americans, so he's talking about him and his children, Latinos, as well as the young folks, the ones that are easily brainwashed, to understand that this will save lives and allow people to get their lives back to normal. Because without it, we're not going to give you your life back. So, and the sooner we get people vaccinated, the better off we're all gonna be. Well, okay, then you be better off on the left-hand side, and I'm gonna be better off over here on the right-hand side. And y'all too, you and George Bush Sr. could do a photo op and go ahead and kiss and give Michelle Barack Obama some more mints and candies just in case he want to slide a little something on the side. That's what I heard. He gave her like some Tic Tacs and breath mints at the funeral. So I can only go by what they say, because the white envelopes didn't mean anything, but that whole handful of Tic Tacs somehow caught all the media attention. Not the white envelopes, just the Tic Tac. Okay, I can't stand George Bush. He needs to go back where he came from. Yeah, he was painting. He kind of was getting better at the portraits too. He was kind of getting better. It says they absolutely love him. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. My dad, therapist, went into from the vaccine. I hope he had an EpiPen. Bing. And that wasn't $1,600 either. Hey, Regina. I saw an old video of Obama making fun of Trump at a dinner after he won the presidency. He shouldn't have done that. You remember when he said, you know what, he was going to read it, and he's like, well, you're never going to be president, and dropped the mic, and then he was. I've been the best president ever in my point of view, okay? Yeah. Getting the vaccine does not prevent you from getting the COVID. Then why would you do it, Miss Jacqueline? Like, you're not crazy. I ain't get the, she was like, I understand, Miss Jacqueline. I'm just saying, getting the vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID. Then what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Why are you getting it then? It's like it's a meme or something. And I love the memes. But it's a guy getting a shot saying, well, I should never catch COVID-19. And the person, the phlebotomist giving him the shot was literally like, no, you can still get it. What the? I'd have had a bloop, 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 bloop. Dude, what the hell I'm here for? What the hell? That's what I'd have been like. Sure would have. Hey, Laura, how you doing? From Ohio. I don't think that was what he was after. Oh, I don't think that was after he won. Oh, Bush is evil. He's a Bush. He's like the dynasty of America. Come on, Christian, you don't believe in that? Really? They trade each other out. Come on now, you got to be part of the clique, the bloodline. Bloodline. You got to, come on, let's not forget about the bloodline. Even Barack Obama is part of the bloodline. Stop playing. So you got to be part of the clique to get back up in it, okay? So that's just the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. You got to have you got kicked out 5 times. You might have been just bouncing too much or something. Hey there, let's get on over here. Hey, Camo, Billy, did you hear me? That means it ain't a vaccine. What is it, Miss Patty? If it ain't a vaccine, then what is it, Miss Patty? What are they giving these people? You see, I'm not putting myself in that at all, and never will. So what are they giving these people? Serious about what are they giving them? Really? I want to be the first to stand in line. Now you got purple splotches all over your body. Like, don't do that. Something. I didn't get sick, Creasia. Look around you, because a whole bunch of people did. And to the point they even stopped. They put a pause on the Johnson & Johnson. The death rate. They should have told the truth the first time, Colorado. When all those people were dropping like flies, all that stuff that was going on in Africa and India, all this stuff had been out there. I tried to read the articles to tell people that this is literally for emergency use authorization. And even they shipping all that stuff, that just left it on the vial, not to be used in America or Canada. Dude, what the hell are you shipping it to Africa for? Stop killing those black people down there. What is wrong with y'all? Sheesh, this is inoculation. Oh, Miss Patty, it's the mark of the beast. Well, we read about DARPA. We read about the computer chip that the Pentagon is now having to, tell you if you got COVID-19 from patient 0. We read that yesterday. Why am I pouting at y'all? Because some of this stuff is so asinine, I can't even wrap my mind around it. But I am finna wrap my lips around this cup right here, so we'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned. Go ahead, Dave.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence proclaims God-given rights and we intend to protect them. Working with people like you for over 50 years, preserving freedom and building a better tomorrow. Safeguarding the Constitution by limiting government power. We are restoring liberties, educating voters, and leading the freedom movement. Join with us. United, we will defend our rights. We are all Americans. We are the John Birch Society.
Welcome back. I don't think I need to pick up my phone anymore. It says somebody sent me a video, and I'm just going through my text messages. I'm gonna be really doing a lot of interviews on people that are running for office, but if I'm helping somebody run for a particular seat, I won't be able to have them on my show. But because I'm helping somebody that's running for a congressional seat, and I love Dr. Paul Brown. It says this is what was read to students at MacArthur School, Binghamton School District. I'm gonna have to look at that later, but it must be that race theory bullcrap. All right then, welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. I'm Lucretia Hughes. Y'all please go over there, y'all hit subscribe, please hit share button and hit like, because that actually is a good thing for the algorithms. It let them know that it draws more people to the live feeds and also the shows. So y'all make sure, please just get out there, and that's another way you can support us. Try to get our channel back. Not Facebook. Okay. It says Joe signs executive order banning federal use of the word Wuhan virus to describe the Wuhan virus.
Everybody was kung fu
Thank you.
Those kids were fast as lightning.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a little
I'm gonna keep calling it Wuhan. Yeah.
but they fought with experts.
I wonder what. I didn't know. I told y'all. I keep telling y'all. I didn't know. Have no idea there's a place called Wuhan virus until the media was the one that told us about Wuhan. So you can't hate on us, because that's where our reference point of where we actually got it from. Wuhan. And I can't help it that they known for karate. So everybody was kung fu fighting. This is probably why Jackie Lee left. It says Joe Biden signed an executive order. Yeah, he still got his crayons. Dude, I don't need nothing else to drink. It says the use of the Wuhan virus to actually describe the Wuhan virus. So what we gonna call it? The bat soup virus. We're gonna call it the bat soup virus, where people literally like to eat raw stuff and that still is alive and they got a heartbeat and they think it's good, because that's exactly what the media placed it on, was a bat soup from Wuhan laboratory in Wuhan, China. So that ain't racist. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Maybe that might kind of be. It says that's important. Joe Biden still says it's xenophobia. Calling me African American is xenophobia. I don't like it. So I'm anybody that calls me an African American, I'm gonna call you a racist. I'm gonna call you a xenophobe. Stop calling me that. What the hell does that mean? I've never even been to Africa. Can you call me like Irish, African, Indian American? Just you gonna throw them all out there, then I'm a mutt. So that means you're gonna have to call me about all of the bloodlines that was inside of me. So we know we got Irish, check. Okay, we know we got black folks, because I didn't come from Africa. I already did my ancestry. So you ain't gonna convince me that one of them two got off the boat, because that didn't happen. So okay, so that makes me black. So I'm Irish black. Okay, then I got a little bit of Cherokee. Why? 3 generations ago, full-blooded. I don't know what the heck that makes me now. Just a mutt. A mixture, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's like I was made in a laboratory. You know, there's nothing pure about me. So anytime you want to call me an African American, you racist. There ain't nothing African about me. I literally, if I let my hair grow out, it ain't rolling into kinkabugs. So it says, in the fight against coronavirus, Joe Biden seemed to prioritize hollow symbolic gestures over policies which a measurable impact on the welfare and the health of American citizens. No. Biden signed a memo banning federal agencies from referring to the coronavirus by the terms related to the geographic origin, or such as China or Wuhan virus. So it's the Wuhan China virus. You so naughty, Creature. I know. That's why they keep not letting me get my page back. It says, while no direct mention of President Trump is made, the memo does blame the actions of a political leaders and further xenophobe sentiments against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Then tell black folks stop punching them out in the streets. I don't know where y'all was during the knockout game, where they was knocking out all these white people, all these little thuggish black people running in the streets, just walking up to white people like, pow, just knockout game and laying them out in the street. So they just turn their eyes to Asian folks and Pacific Islanders. So trying to say this is white people doing this, y'all, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Every last one of y'all out there that jumped onto that bandwagon, and all these Asian people around America that's getting attacked, and y'all said it was from white people? Wrong. It's black people out there attacking all these Asians. So I don't know what you're talking about. You ought to blame the Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and the Democrats on that, because like you said, and we ain't black over here in the Republican Party, so you can't blame any of us. Just throwing that out there to make it perfectly clear. And that's symbolic. That's symbolic. No, it ain't symbolic that these black people actually punching out all these Asians and other people on the street, because that's what's happening on a continuous basis. So anytime you hear Asian being attacked, believe it was a black person. Chris, why you giggle? Because it's true. Stop falling for stuff that you see on TV and actually do the research for yourself. So some of y'all right now is literally blaming a white man for punching out that grandmother up there. And she wasn't even Asian. Or was it California? It was New York or California. She wasn't even Asian. She was a Mexican. And y'all, she was 67 years old, and she was stomped and beat in the street because they thought, literally, these little black people literally thought she was Asian, and they attacked her for nothing. Nothing. So won't you tell the truth? You want to say xenophobe? Then you blame the people that's actually causing the damn problems. Oh, you don't want to be called a racist. Okay. It says that this is a clear illusion. Well, that's all he got. That's from wearing that mask. You know, I told you what the symptoms was. To Biden's previous attempt to shift focus from the Trump administration achievements in fighting the pandemic towards concern over political correctness. Labeling coronavirus a foreign virus does not displace accountability for the misjudgment that have been made through thus far by the Trump administration. Let's be clear, the coronavirus does not have a political affiliation. What the you bring politics in here for? Y'all so good at that. It's not discriminate based on a national origin, race, gender, or zip code. Well, actually, yeah, it is, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This started at that zip code way over there in Wuhan. And when he decided that he wanted to shut down the airports and shut down our borders, y'all pushed back on him, and Nancy Pelosi had a field trip to Chinatown. Anybody remember this? Y'all was the one that got out there and said that people started eating back soup from Wuhan, China, and then that's how it came over here, and that's when people started getting sick. So if you don't want us to repeat what you said, then you get your narrative right the first time. I mean your lies. Get your lies right. Just check yourself, fool. Anybody tell him that? I can't stand George Bush. Yeah. Chris gonna keep saying that. Yeah, because he doesn't. When I'm thinking of the Republican Party, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think about Mitch McConnell. I don't even think about Governor Kemp. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think about President Trump. I should tell you a lot where my focus is. When I look at the Republican Party, I'm looking at the people around me. Being honest. When I go to meetings, those are Republicans. Them ones with them work shoes on and them boots that look like they literally just came from a field. Or I'm looking at this great haired woman in the back of her head that raised her hand because she's very concerned with what's going on in her community. That is the Republican Party. When I think of Republicans, I'm not, that's why I try to, I call them by who they are. And I call us what we are. I call them the GOP because that's the name that they've given themselves. The good old grand old politics of good old politics and rhinos. Republican in name only. That's what, y'all the ones that started calling yourself that. So I call us the Republicans. The patriots, the Trumpsters, the grassroots, the Republicans. So when you get these people that get on here and they try to chastise me, I have to question you first. You sit in office. Do you write legislation? Do you pass the laws? No? Then you're a damn Republican. Act like it. They are GOPers because they playing that good old politics. You just somebody that's sitting in an executive board position that they easily just squash like a bug and disrespected y'all on a continuous basis. So your power ain't nothing. So I'm gonna need for you to check yourself in the mirror because you've placed yourself on a pedestal that they didn't put you on. So when you realize your position in the grand old politics and the great scheme of thing, you might gonna get knocked down a couple of pegs. Because those same people that you're going to advocate for, that you got your back and you got to ride or die for these legislators, don't give two craps about you. Look at Ralston. Look at Jeff. Look at Brad Raspenberger. And then look at Brian Kemp. So I'm going to say this again. Exactly who are you? Exactly who are you again? Oh, so you're a Republican too. That's what I thought. Now get back in your corner where they placed you at. They'll call you when they need you. Well, that's not, girl, that was kind of harsh. It's the truth. They only come and ask you for your advice being on the executive board when there's another race to be won. Other than that, you really don't hear about them. You really don't hear from them until they need your cleanup abilities to get them out the mess that they have made themselves into. So all these people that's sitting on the executive boards all over your states, you couldn't stop nothing. You ain't got enough power to do nothing. So I'm going to need for you to figure out exactly what your position is. Just because you think you won an election, unless you write in or vote in on a piece of legislation, you don't mean nothing. That's just the game they play. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a sitting chairman. I don't care if you're a committee man. I don't care. Because we had a prime example over the weekend. It was a newcomer that won chairmanship position. Guess what they did? All the rhinos in the GOP got up and left because they own homeboys didn't win that position. See, that's what happens when you take your ball and go home. We'll find balls made in the USA. Now, do you know the difference between being a Republican and a good old boy? That's what it is. Hey, Regina. Okay. Hey, Lily. How you doing out there? It's Lila. Hey, Lila. They are trying to blame Abbott. My best friend said, what I got on me and the girl next door. Oh, yeah, that one about. Some say she's much too loose. That is great. Coming a guy he's taking her juice. Hear that one about Michael. Some say he must be gay. I try to argue, but they say that you've been with him that way. Y'all need to listen to some of these old songs. Okay, they are trying to blame Abbott of Texas for their holding school funds. But he ain't the one that did that. He didn't do. Okay. It says he's not the one who's holding the school funds. It's always the blame game. Yes, that tells you. They don't know what they're talking about. It's like with somebody that gets on my page and starts saying, well, Donald Trump should have did this. To the left, to the left. It's like Beyonce just starts saying, Cretia, start singing it. Just type it in. To the left, to the left. Get over there in the box to the left. Look, get that book so you can open up page 1 and start reading. So since you don't have any idea how politics is set up, and you blaming the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, at that time, who holds the pocketbook strings? President do. Block. If you don't know the basics of ABCs, to know what and who holds the pocketbook strings in your state and at the federal level, I ain't gonna talk to you. I ain't even gonna teach you that. That's like basics ABC of politics. So if you don't know that the pocketbook strings are literally held by Nancy Pelosi and the Congress, then you need to get off my page and go study. Because that's a shame that you don't even know where to place the blame at. The president doesn't hold the pocketbook strings. The governors do not hold the pocketbook strings, people. So until you find out the ABCs of basic information on how a bill is started, most people don't even know which House of Representatives a bill gets started in. They don't know that it literally has to go back and forth. It might be compromised on, it might not. And that the Senate get the last word. It's amazing to me that half these people don't have the cluest of the clue of basics of politics, but they want to come here and try to argue. If you don't even know that basic thing and you complaining about money and you don't know who holds the pocketbook strings, I can't talk to you. I'm gonna need for you to figure that out first. So you bitching, griping, and complaining about people that hold your checks back and you ain't giving enough money on my welfare and chicken. Seriously? Then go talk to the Democrats. Go talk to Nancy. Serious, go talk to these people. Whoever is in charge of that committee, let me tell you, Maxine Waters, just in case you don't know who's on that committee, or the financial committee. If you don't know that, I can't talk to you. You just ain't up there no more. What Patti LaBelle got to do with this? And the Muppets. How am I supposed to be nice to Dave with him doing this? ABCs of politics. It's that easy to figure out who you need to blame. Who you really pissed at? That's why I keep asking, who you really mad at? Because that ain't the person you need to be mad at. That is not the person you need to be angry with. So eventually you don't even know who to get pissed at. So you being pissed at the wrong people don't make no sense no more. So I'm gonna need for people that's complain about the right thing first and complain to the right people. Because you're sitting here trying to say it's the president's fault. No, you don't know what you're talking about. How many branches in the government? That's what I want to ask people. How many branches? Do you even know the basics of that? No? I can't talk to you. And I ain't trying to be a smart ass about it or think I know it all. But dang, at least know some basic stuff before you try to hold a conversation and just start complaining and then start complaining about the wrong thing because you don't even know where to send an email to. So stop. What? Hey, Shirley. She said it's 3, Cretia. It's 3 of them. Say, well, you, of course, Miss Shirley. I need to know like it's 3. It's 3. You know how many people think it's 4? Okay, technically, if you count us, I get that, okay? But no, they literally think there's 4. I had a conversation with a woman. It was just a woman. And I asked her how many branches of government it was, and she said 4. You want me to tell you what she said? Congress, Senate, President, and courts. And I walked away. Did you just say Congress and Senate? It's the same thing. Well, let's break it down and call them what they really are. The legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. And then we the people. You don't even know that. Did you sleep through history class? I can't talk to you. You just complaining and have no idea what to complain about. You're just pissed. We need to get to the core root. Your mom and them didn't hug you tight enough, did they? Why you mad? You mad at the Senate side the legislative branch. You can't be mad at the Senate because the Congress holds that. So who you mad at? And when people can't answer that basic thing, I'm just sitting here like, wished I had a V8 and I don't really drink tomato juice. I eat tomatoes though. I don't know who thought squishing them really hard together and getting all the juice out with the seeds was a good thing, but okay then. Hey, Patty, how you doing out there? Let's keep going. Hey, Destin, it's the China flu. It's China. He broke it down too so. Hey, Amanda, what's going on, Wanda? I'm just a bill stuck on Capitol Hill Schoolhouse Rock. At least we learned something. They need to bring these little daily after-school programs back. How not to get pregnant. You know, it seemed like everybody after school, they was dry humping for some reason. It just seemed like everything that used to be at after school, somebody got pregnant. That's crazy. I just stopped watching because I didn't learn no lesson. Hey, Krista, maybe a mater sandwich. No, you keep the mayonnaise off of it, though. Just give me some tomatoes and some white bread or maybe some seioli. Nobody doesn't like seioli. Just saying. I'll eat a mater sandwich then, but if you throw some mayonnaise on it, I ain't eating that. I'll sit there all day on that one. Mater with some ham, maybe? Yeah, but just tomato sandwich with mayonnaise. And it's more mayonnaise than tomatoes. You know, lost your mind. I'm about to throw up on you. Hey, Amanda, what's going on out there? Yes, Congress and the Senate. Yeah, they're gonna say both of them. You broke it down. You know, I had to look at her stupid. I know I gave her that dumb look because, you know, I'm good at it without knowing that I do it. Ask Dave. He was like, why are you looking at me like that? Looking at you like what? Why are you blinking? Because you said something asinine, and I'm trying to get my mind to wrap around and make sense of what you just said. You know how your parents looking at you like, did you just say that? That's what I looked at that woman. I ain't called her since. She wasn't part of my family. Not being that stupid. Cretia, you didn't have to be that way. I ain't making her no more macaroni and cheese. You could believe that. She ain't getting no more ham from my house. Because she hammed that up. That whole damn answer was wrong. What? Hey, tomato, onion, and mayonnaise. No! Why you got to put the white stuff on it? Unless it's Miracle Whip. Fight. Miracle Whip is the best mayonnaise ever. Fight. I'm just waiting for somebody to say, no, the hell she didn't. Yes, I did. And Chad Prather smells good. There, I said that too. I sniffed him a little bit too hard. Hey, Dave. Wait, I don't know. You was yummy that day. I don't know if he had us from your car or what, but I sniffed him up and down. He didn't tell me to stop either. Just I did. No blue plate. In the corner. It is a Miracle Whip. That's the real mayonnaise. Fight. Y'all take that mayonnaise crap serious. Dukes. Oh, hell no. Miracle Whip. Fight. She said, Hellman. No, the hell she didn't. Yeah, Miss Susan said, we ain't seeking you no more, Susan. You just seeking unless you got some Miracle Whip. She said, no, the hell she didn't. She got real rowdy with some mayonnaise. Girl, no, Miracle Whip. Oh, yeah. Barbara said, hell yeah, girl. Miracle Whip. I don't use nothing else. I'll put that on everything. Margaret said, that's salad dressing. Right? Thank you, Candy. This whole show went sideways. She said that blue plates smell like farts. Show me the ham. And Miracle Whip it is. Pow. We all dabbing on y'all. Ain't nobody said dupe. Thank God. My mama heard. She said she walked by and said her Miracle Whip. She looked bad. I thought she had a Ike moment there for a minute. Fight. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip. It got miracle in it, y'all. It's the nectar from the God. We got joy in our soul. God is in control. I got Satan on my trail. And Miracle Whip on my mayonnaise sandwiches because I ain't gonna eat nothing else. Christian, don't tap this song. I'm just gonna play tambourine. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip. Y'all gonna hate me because of that now. Why am I sweating off mayonnaise? This means war. We gotta plead the blood, people. Oh, anybody that eats helmet. I plead the blood. Y'all need taste buds. I plead the blood. At least it says salad dressing. I plead the blood. How you gonna do that with Miracle? It got Miracle. And he worked miracle, y'all, when he decided to put eggs and a little bit of oil together and blend it. So it was, y'all got to blame God. Fight. Miracle Whips. Mustard. Tracy said, I'm gonna change this. Watch this. What kind? First, it better not be no bullshit Grey Poupon. It better be something from True Value. Look, I had to give her the side eye. She said Grey Poupon. Can't nobody afford that. Oh, what's all them grainy things in that mustard? And I don't think mustard's supposed to look like that. Just give me some yellow. And it's like under $1 for the big one. So all mustard tastes the same. But not Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip has been brought to you by just the nectar. Just Miracle Whip is just something about it. It's like, good. It goes with, you put that on everything. You just put on your, potato salad and your coleslaw and your deviled eggs, and not sandwiches, but, stuff that you can blend it in. It kind of tastes all right. She keeps saying Kraft. What the heck is Tuck? What is Tuck mayonnaise? You ain't from the United States. I ain't never heard that. What is Tuck? Tuck and go? Or you have to tuck your pants down between your legs, because that's what's going to happen when you wake up the next day. It's just going to go running through you. But with Miracle Whip, it's just something. It works miracles. It makes everything taste better. It's everything. Just you can't go wrong. Ever. Ain't nobody going to buy these shirts no more. Yeah. What you throw your hand up for? Oh, you said 4 minutes. He said, let me hurry up and stop this fight. I grew up with Miracle Whip. It's Hellman for me. I called you bougie now. I called you got a little money in your bank account, and you was like, your mom and them can't tell you going to sit there until you eat it. So when you decide to get your first paycheck, you said that ain't going to never come back up in my house. It's going to be Hellman mayonnaise from now on. That's what parents mean. You're going to eat this until you get your own job and pay for your own food. So, you just lucky. And this is pretty much all to it. It's for salads. You put that on everything. It's just like Texas Pete. It goes everything. Pizzas, hot dogs, corn dogs, steaks, baked potatoes. You could put, Texas Pete on everything. Louisiana hot sauce, not so much. Fight.
So have you ever mixed mayonnaise and Texas Pete?
Heck, you don't. How you disrespecting Texas Pete with mayonnaise? You don't mix that.
You said you put both of them on everything, so I'm just wondering if you
No, not together. That's something like ketchup and mustard that you mix together like that. White and that don't go together. That's like a light mustard. What the hell wrong with you? That's why you don't cook. You ain't killing me. Oh, you missed Miracle Whip. I'll ship you some just to make make them mad over here. Ranch for pizza. Denise said, you know what? I'm just not going to eat at Lucretia house. So at the end of the show, and yes, we will be back at 9 o'clock. Let me just tell you some stuff that I don't ever get to. Pelosi rejects fellow Democrats' court packing. Chris, you had that last week. Yeah, I know. I didn't get to it. I read him. DeSantis ripped Biden. Oh, we're going to get on to that when he comes back. George Bush, we might get on him. I just wish he'd get off us. What?
Let's just forget about George.
Okay, good, because I forgot about him. I didn't know he was back on my news feed till I saw him. And we're going to talk about Nancy Pelosi putting up her dukes because she says she's a scrapper and she's a street fighter. So that's going to be the first topic we get into tonight at 9 o'clock, is that Nancy Pelosi one day is going to get hot because she like Batman hit my hand. She's got a lot of mouth. She like one of those little eaters, as them little dogs that's under 5 pounds that you can put them in their pocketbooks. That's Nancy. So anytime she start running off at the mouth, I'm just listening to barking. So let me go ahead and get off here before this show is completely over. All right, then go ahead, Dave. You ain't even ready. You got song queued up. See, he the one that said 4 minutes, Miss Denise, and he ain't ready. Miracle Whips. Yeah, it's Miracle Whip. What you cut me off for? You cut me off. Did y'all see that? Did you flash me? I'm gonna tell mama. Oh, you finally put the song up here. There's been so many things that's held us down. Look at y'all grandparents over there. But now it look like things are finally coming around. Now look at that. I know we got a long, long way to go. And where we end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting ourselves together. We're polishing up our acts now. If you felt like you've been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. Hey, I want y'all to listen to every word I say. Go Creasia, McFadden in the house. What? Hey, look at our grandparents. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. I don't think we ever had any fat grandparents because they danced too much. Some songs was like 13 minutes long. I got tired halfway through the first. So on that note, we'll see y'all back here in 2 hours and let's have a good time. Holla, Faded to Black.
Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. on the Range Broadcasting Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got Family Country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine, he's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes